You're listening to this week's episode of the Vacation Rental Business in Today's World podcast. You're about to start transforming your business and life with the information found here. We interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in the vacation short-term rental industry and supporting businesses. The information found here is a combination of brain science, transformational thinking, safety and loss prevention, and vacation short-term rental knowledge and experiences, all rolled into one to help you and your business to achieve levels you never thought possible. I am glad you are here, and now please welcome your host, Eric Thibodeau.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Vacation Rental Industry in Today's World podcast. I'm Eric Thibodeau, your host, and I wanted to cover a couple of things before we have a review our topic for today. And so right now, the first one is I have offering out 9 life-saving rules for the vacation rental industry. And it's available right now. You can go to my website at www.safervrs.com and take a look at it there. And I've also posted some of it about in LinkedIn. So second point is starting in December, I will be looking for 20 to 30 people to join a beta class for the Vacation Rental Academy course. It's a 9-week course that I'm going to be doing a beta test for. And this will be probably starting on January 10th. I'll be putting out some emails on it. And the Vacation Rental Academy is all about how to identify your market, purchase and manage vacation rentals in today's world. Also, I cover basically something that's not really covered in the industry very much. It's basically how to be a lead or syndicator and be a passive investor or both in vacation rentals. I've done this quite a few times here in 2019, 2020, and 2021, and I'm looking forward to share this information with you. So if you're interested in being as part of my beta test group, please let me know, or send me an email, send me a message, or there's a wait list on our website. All right, so let's get started. So for today, I wanted to cover something that's kind of interesting, and I'll start with the word imagine. Imagine. So what does imagine mean? It's to form a mental image or concept in your mind, and I thought about this last night. The word popped into my head about imagining, because I was using my imagination to think about what I wanted and how I wanted to grow my business, both in Safer VRs, in Current Tides, our vacation rental business. And so I had this thought here. And basically, our imagination is the act or power of forming a mental image of something that's not present to our senses, or maybe it's never actually been, perceived before in reality. So this is the great thing about our minds and using our imagination, is that we can form things, we can imagine, take a look, build a mental image of something that we want, how we want to grow our business, how we want to do different activities. And here's the really great part about this is when we use our mind, particularly the subconscious mind, it doesn't know the difference between what is real and not real. So we can imagine things, we can imagine images, we can imagine different parts of how we want our business to look, what kind of vehicle we want, what kind of life we want. Anything we can imagine. And that's the really great part. And the subconscious mind begins to work on that activity to help deliver it. And really the subconscious, mind works its best here in doing this. Some of the greatest minds in our history have all imagined their goals, their ideas, what they wanted long before they created them. I'll give you, for example, Walt Disney. Walt Disney had this imagination of Disney World, and he started bringing it forward, had this idea, brought it forward to ideas, met with bankers and lenders to help with the construction. And basically they kind of laughed at him. as I think many people do when we have these great ideas. And I think this helps. It doesn't really help us here, but what it does is it maybe shuts us down. It says, okay, well, I had this great idea and I brought it forward, and some people, made fun of me, didn't like my idea, right? But when you look at some of the greatest ideas that have come forward, this is exactly how it happened. And they didn't let that idea of someone's making fun of me, someone's downplaying this, someone else is saying that I'm not going to be successful. They went ahead and did it anyway. So I think this is something we should take a look at in how we want to imagine our business. So right now, close your eyes. Of course, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. Do this later. But I want you to close your eyes unless you're driving. And then just imagine. Imagine what you are wanting for your business, for your life. What are your epic goals that are out there that you said, this is what I want to do? This is what I want to have. So what does it look like, this goal in your mind? Create this image, the setting, the time, the place. What does it feel like? What are you feeling in this moment? Who is there from your family, your friends, your coworkers, your partners? Where are you in the world? Is it just you? What are you wearing? What smells do you detect during this time? What sounds do you hear? Do you hear people cheering? Do you hear people clapping? Do you smell food being prepared as part of the celebration? Consider this. So now you have this imagination and all these different questions I asked about where you're at and what you're doing, who's with you. All these provide great imagery and sounds and smell, add to the fullness of the image. And your subconscious mind just begins to create that and says, hey, this is what Eric wants. This is what Jill wants. So now that you have this image, consider this great time and place as point B in your life or part of your business. Now, think back to where you are today. We'll call that point A. And you're on your journey to point B that you just created in your mind. You know what it's like at point B. You've imagined what it will be like, what it will feel like, all the great details. And you can add to this every day as you're on this journey. What are your bigger picture goals for life? And how are you working towards it? So you're at point A, you know what point B is like. So start working towards it, right? Many people begin their journey by, I'm at point A and I want to get to point B. Well, how do you know where point B is? What does point B looks like? Unless you go there first in your mind. All the great builders, creators, business people created what they thought, and everything starts with a thought that then grows into your imagination to fulfill it, to begin that you believe in this. But then you will then create the decisions that create the actions that now create the results. And these results and these decisions and these actions are picked up in point A as you journey to point B. So you have to start at point B before you can begin your journey. So you know where you're going, what actions you need to take, who do you need to be. So what are your bigger epic goals for life or your vacation rental business, your short-term rental business, your technology business, whatever business you're in? Work towards these goals and then imagine each day what it's like to take actions. Who do you need to be? What I mean by that is, who are you being? Committed, dedicated, self-integral, respectable. Who are you being to do the things that you need to do to achieve your great epic goals that you have. 100% possible, 100% of the time. It's how I work. And you can too, if you choose to. So I'd like you to go forth, imagine great epic goal for you to chase after and begin that journey. And knowing fully in your mind that you've saw it, you've created it, and you can do it, because 100% possible, 100% of the time can be done. I want you to have a great day. I appreciate you being here. I'd like you to go and join my Facebook group, Safer Vacation Rentals. Go to my website, safervrs.com, and join my email list. And on this podcast, I'd appreciate a 5-star rating. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Safer VR's podcast with Eric Thibodeau. If you enjoy this, I would love you to join my Facebook group, the Safer Vacation Rentals, for more of the same. You can also join our email list at www.safervrs.com.